Well, this time of year, people start thinking about where they want to spend their vacation time. Is it the beach, the mountains, maybe a cruise? You know, the latest trend, however, involves destinations where you can not only feel good, but you can also do good all at the same time. This week is National Volunteer Week, and joining us from San Francisco to discuss one of the fastest growing vacation trends of 2019 is travel expert. We have Joe Murgolata, and it's so great to have you here, Joe. So tell us, where did you get the idea, or how did you start beginning to volunteer while on vacation?
Well, you know, travelers, especially millennials like myself, are becoming more socially conscious when it comes to choosing where to go. You know, you want to connect with communities and the causes they care about. And you know, that's why volunteering is such a great way to discover your favorite vacation destinations. You know, 1 in 4 travelers are even planning on volunteering on their next vacation, most likely because it's easier than ever to find a nonprofit that needs your help.
Okay, so give us some tips then. How are we able to achieve this while on vacation and also kind of watch that bottom line, still save some money?
Sure. You know, saving money is super important on vacation, especially if you're going to be adding a volunteer element. You know, I'll give you a few of my favorite tips. Tip number 1, simply minding your time. You know, I think the common misconception is that you need 2 to 3 days to make this major impact, when in fact you actually only need a few hours, which will result less time at the hotel, less time eating out, which could be quite costly. Tip number 2 is be prepared. You know what you're getting into. You can simply call the nonprofit and find out exactly what's going to be required of you at the activity. And you know, that will save you time and money simply because you know, you may not know what you're getting into and you may have to buy stuff once you're on the ground, and we don't want that. So.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You want to make sure that you're prepared and that you're able to have all the resources that you need so you can do your best when you're volunteering. On that note though, what if you do have limited time? Do you still think that there's still options for people to volunteer?
Absolutely. That's a great question. You can absolutely volunteer and still sightsee. You know, that's actually the beauty of the new Travel for Good program from Travelocity. You know, they've made it so volunteering activities are easy to blend within the itinerary you already have set. Travelers can actually head on over to the interactive Travel for Good map and find over 30 nonprofits with activities ranging from, you know, helping tend gardens, like I'm at Alemany Farms in San Francisco here, or beach cleanup. There's really an activity for anyone.
Okay, and then, I mean, obviously there's a lot of organizations out there and a lot of resources and options for people, but help us narrow this down. What would you say are some of the top destinations, top volunteer opportunities for people to do where they can make the greatest impact?
Well, that's actually the good news about this whole entire program kind of coming to light, is that you don't have to sacrifice where you want to go to Travel for Good. I mean, obviously, if you want to do more impact, I totally get that, but they're all equally amazing in their own ways. And you can actually find these volunteer opportunities in some of the top destinations throughout the U.S. this summer. You know, I mentioned San Francisco earlier, like where I'm at this week with Alemany Farms, but you also have Nashville, Chicago, New York City, San Diego. You know, they're really all over the place with a lot of fantastic activities.
That's great. And I imagine, you know, while there may be some high times during the year to volunteer, this is something people can do all year long. And where can our viewers go for more information?
Absolutely. When you want to check out these new volunteer opportunities, just head on over to Travelocity.com/travelforgood.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Now we're all inspired to not only relax and enjoy ourselves, but also give back at the same time, which I think is a perfect marriage. Thank you.
Thank you.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.